Hello everyone, it's Restless, and welcome back to Carrontee. In the last episode, we tackled a massive water treatment plant and power plant, keeping our city clean and sustainable. But today, we're taking things up a notch. We're building a brand new district inspired by Alexandria in Virginia, complete with historical old town charm, waterfront vibes, and of course, the first steps towards Carrontee's very own public transit system. We're heading right next to the water plant, turning this area into a mixed-use district with an old town style buildings, tighter street layouts, and a design that feels classic but urban. Now, Alexandria has a fascinating history. Founded back in 1749, it grew as an important port city on the Potomac River. Its old town is known for cobblestone streets, 18th century row houses, and a strong connection to the waterfront economy. That charm carried into modern times. Alexandria is still one of DC's most vibrant and livable communities. The mix of historical preservation with modern transit makes the perfect model for what I want to capture here in Carrontee. So as we lay out the streets and buildings, I'm channeling in small block feel, walkable streets, and also a city that's rooted in history. But Carrontee isn't just about pretty streets, it's all about movement. This episode marks a huge milestone, the birth of the CTC, the Carrontee Transit Commission, inspired by Toronto's TTC. This ties nicely with Alexandria itself, which has a strong transit presence. The Washington Metro Blue and Yellow lines serve Alexandria, linking directly to DC and the broader region. This connection between historical charm and modern transit is exactly what I'm going for. Today, we're laying the foundation with a couple of subway stops in this new district, and importantly, our first bus routes. For the bus routes, I'm going to be starting small throughout the city's core. It echoes how often transit historically starts, and also streetcars, bus lines start, that they all feed into a bigger rail network, which is the model I'm trying to replicate in the CTC. Now, because this is the first step for Carrontee Transit, I'm branding it as officially the CTC. This is the agency that is going to define how the city moves. In future episodes, you'll see custom stations, expansions that fully integrate rail and bus. But for now, we're just getting the system started and off the ground. It may seem small today, just a couple subway stops, some buses, but this is how every great city transit network starts. So without further ado, let me get you into the first part of this time lapse, which is me starting out the Alexandria district, which I titled Vienna, and we'll see you right back after I get done with that. Alright, so this didn't take me that long to do, but I got a lot done. So this is how the grade is going to be for this area. It's Alexandria-esque. So I'm following the same type of thing that's in Alexandria. So I put the subway right now, and this tram depot down. So this tram is probably just gonna be just for this district. Maybe have some lines that's, maybe a line that go to Union Station. But this is gonna have its own tram network, and it's gonna have like a subway station maybe here and maybe here. We'll see. I'm not really sure where the subway stops are gonna be, but they're gonna be here. So the next step is to start plopping buildings. I can do that really relatively easy, because these buildings that I kind of like. It's probably the UK ones and the Northeast ones. So if I go to find it and I go to find these buildings, and this is 1x2 buildings that I like. Let's see. Here we go. These German ones aren't too bad either. These German ones aren't too bad for what I'm looking for also. But these is 1x3 buildings. These ones right here, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So what I'm gonna do with these buildings, is gonna be a low density. It's not really gonna be a high density at all. Maybe some taller buildings towards this area over here, or near the subway stations. But for the most part, this is gonna be like an old town thing. So it's not really gonna be a lot of tall buildings. So I'm gonna keep it simple. So let me get to plopping and see where we at after the plop. Alright, so I kind of got carried away with subways and I didn't do a lot of plopping. Anyways, I am happy to show you that I have done a little bit though. But this subway, oh my god, look at it. It's running the median of the highway. It looks so good. It looks so good. It looks so good. And it's terminal. So this is going to be a terminal for one of these lines. So it's going to be a quad track section. I don't know how many lines will run on it, but it definitely has to be more than two. Or I definitely have to be more than one because it's a quad track. And the train is going to end here just because I feel like that makes the most sense. We might have a crosstown route or a route that comes from the northeast, comes down, goes through Union, maybe splits up and then goes back up or go. It's different routes that it could take. But all I know is that a line is definitely going to end here. And we have the subway yard that's right here. And I did a little Chicago like express thing where they have the express tracks on the outer track. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna continue to keep plopping. I know I got distracted. I got easily distracted, which is unfortunate, but I think it looks pretty good and I think I know where I'm going next. So I'm gonna continue to plop. I popped some essential buildings in the area, so we'll see what I need next, and then I'll try to put some houses down and commercial buildings and fill out the neighborhood. So let me continue to do that. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I filled in a lot more of this space. In this episode, I'm probably just gonna stick around in this main street right here. And then I'm gonna build like a little pier right here. That's it. I know I have done a whole lot, I'm not gonna lie. So I sent over here, or I put over here subway yard. And I've also done some work with the subway. So the subway has access to this yard, and it goes under here, under this road, and it comes up. And then the last stop, obviously I said before, would be over here, and this is just for yard access. So I did something kind of weird. I think it looks pretty good though. I think it looks pretty good. And this road right here is gonna meet up with this road, I'm guessing. There's gonna be another grid over here or something like that. So it's gonna look really, really good, and it fills in pretty well. It's gonna be another station like somewhere over here. I'm not too sure what the station is gonna be like over here. And there's gonna be a bus station like right here, which is why I put this wall here, so I can have a little bit more space to go in and, you know, do the bus station, so the bus can go out of here. So it's gonna look pretty nice. And I'm gonna have like a little you know, station area that's over here. It's gonna look awesome. Actually, I might have another bus stop over here too. So there's gonna be one over here, and there's gonna be one over here. Another, maybe a tram stop too, because we also gonna have trams coming up here. So I think I might have trams going along maybe this road right here, and maybe end up going into the city or to Union Station. So we'll see. I'm gonna finish a couple more blocks, and I might set up the subway stop over here. And also, I laid this highway down. I didn't mention this in the first time lapse, but this highway is gonna meet up with this highway, and then it might keep going along this valley, because I'm gonna turn this into a valley, because this is all uneven, and there's gonna be a valley right here. So I'm gonna have that highway go up there, and it's probably gonna meet up with another upper highway, and then it's gonna be like, it's gonna form a belt. So we'll have like circular movement around the city. So it looks pretty nice, and I have a good plan on how it's gonna go. So I'm just gonna finish this neighborhood up over here, or well, probably like these blocks over here that's surrounding it. It's gonna look really nice, and I'm gonna do this pier. So I'm gonna finish this up here. I'll be back in a second. Hello everyone, it's Restless, and I'm back after that time lapse of me plopping. I'm gonna do a little bit more plopping just so I can fill out this neighborhood, so in the time or in the cinematics at the end of the video it looks as good as possible. So I ended up streaming the city, and during when I was building all of this, and I got really carried away in that build. So I didn't put it into an episode format because I did it in the stream. I'm not mad that I did that, but I'm also not happy because I wanted to bring it to you guys so you guys could be the first to see it. So I ended up doing this bus station in the stream. It came out really nice, and as I was talking about in the segment before I started doing the plopping, I was gonna do like a thing down here so I can, you know, have these people be able to go up to the station. And this roof is not gonna stay. That roof isn't gonna stay. It just was an experiment, just seeing what I can and can't do. And the reason why I say I got carried away is because I did this. I'm not mad that I did it. Again, I'm not mad. I just wanted to bring it to you guys so you guys can see the process of me building it. But I ended up streaming and I got really carried away. I even did the bus station down here, fit with pillars and bus styles and all that stuff. I even did some bus lines. I told you I was gonna do that. In fact, let's talk about the bus lines and let's talk about the metro line and the bus lines and see. Let's get a background of that. So I ended up doing it this way. So I have a bus line that starts here and goes all the way to Union Station. So it ends here. I'm gonna redo Union Station bus station. I'm gonna redo Union's bus station because it's not. I don't think it for what I want and how I just discovered how to build another bus station the way I want to, like that. The way I do it over here is actually pretty nice. And I have another bus line that goes from down here up to this station, so it's like a shuttle. And I have a line that goes across Vienna all the way to this university. So that's how that works, and it looks pretty nice. This station is not going to be as big as that one. It might not have bus stalls at it, I don't think, in my opinion. I don't think because this road is very dominant as a road, a main road, so I'm not too sure if it will have as many bus stalls. It might have a bus stall, but it's not gonna have as many as over here. So the build is coming out pretty nice. I'm gonna fill in just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the filling in on stream. I know I want to put it into an episode format, but to get as far into the build as I want to get into the build, I have to, I ain't gonna say skip over a lot of parts, but you know, I don't want to keep plopping or putting into the recording and just me plopping. You know, I want to show you guys the interesting aspects of it. The most interesting aspect that I did miss, I will say this, I will admit this, is me doing the bus or the metro line and doing all of this over here. I regret it. It's not gonna be in this episode, but I do regret it. If you guys want to go see the stream that I did this in, you can go follow me on Twitch at O0dar0O and go look me up. Go watch that stream. It's really like intricate. I did all of this in one stream. So if you guys feel interested and are up for it, go watch that. And yeah, it just came out really well. I'm starting to get into the really detailing aspect of everything. So if you guys like that, you know, keep following. I will remember to not get carried away during these builds, so I can bring it to you guys first on YouTube. But to do that, I have to, you know, keep going. So without further ado, thank you all for watching this episode of Carrontee, and I will leave you guys with some great cinematics at the end of the video. Hopefully you guys end up liking them, and you know, don't forget to like and subscribe, and go follow me on Twitch. If you want to go see that build, go follow me on Twitch. So have a great rest of your day. This has been Restless. Peace.